Hello and welcome, folks. It's time for Legacy today here on the FBablush channel. And what we're going to be doing today is, of course, we're going to be playing some Yorion Control. Who am I kidding? I love this deck. This is everything that I want to be doing in Legacy. And what we're going to be trying today is a nice little version of this deck that I think took top 4 in this past weekend's challenge, if I'm not mistaken. And it was played by Misplaced Ginger. And it's basically like a Yorion, bunch of spells and basically redundant design mistakes of 2019 and 2020. Just like what has been treating me very, very well in the Legacy format lately. But yeah, this weekend on Sunday is the Lotus Box Challenge is going to be taking place. So I definitely want to try out some decks, kind of to see what's up in Legacy right now after the banning of both Serda and Lurrus. And this was the logical place to start. I just copied and pasted this list. I'm not 100% sold of it yet. Like we're basically cutting the black splash and we're splashing red instead, which I think is an interesting idea. Usually I've been super high on Abrupt Decays, but now that Lurrus is not so much of a problem, maybe we can actually forego the Abrupt Decays and splash red instead for stuff like Pyroblasts and Blood Moons in the sideboard. One thing that I don't like so much is the fact that we actually have a lot of duels in this version. One of the main strengths of this kind of deck is that against the Delver strategies, basically you can always go and fetch for basic. So that makes the Delver strategy, of course, a lot worse because Wasteland doesn't. They can't really they can't really capitalize on Wasteland. So when you have like a mana base of just a bunch of basics, it really helps the Delver matchup a lot, and that was like one of the main reasons why I was doing so well with this kind of strategy. But still, to get started, I just decided to go with copy and paste. We're actually playing a couple of Mystic Sanctuaries, which I'm not. Again, this is another way of making Wasteland even better, right? But I think that there's actually a lot of value in playing Mystic Sanctuary once you're playing Terminus, right? Like this combination is actually pretty busted. So we're gonna see how the deck plays out. But yeah, this is definitely like the kind of shell that I enjoy playing a lot, but I'm not so sold about this specific version of the deck. Also a bunch of Narsets is interesting. Maybe it's time for Leovold to come back. I don't know, we'll see. Hey Sam, how's it going? Doing pretty well, personally. Gonna be playing some Legacy. I've actually been enjoying the format a fair amount lately, to be honest. Since the banning of Lurrus. Which is a funny thing to say because I actually did pretty well in the Lurrus metagame. But I definitely it got old at some point. Pretty blue soup. Yeah, that's exactly what this is. That's kind of what Legacy is, though. I was gonna say it's definitely interesting to. Man, I lost my train of thought. You confused me, Freedmania. What was I gonna say? I was gonna say something and then. Oh yeah, I was gonna say that I did pretty well in the Lurrus metagame, even still, but it did get boring pretty fast. Like just playing against the same deck over and over again it got old fast. So whether Terminus is better than more spot removal? Yeah, particularly because Abrupt Decay is just so good in the format in general. Against decks like we've started seeing a lot of like the Giruda deck started picking up in a pretty big way. So Terminus becomes a lot better than Decay against the Giruda deck, for example. If you can set up a Terminus plus Brainstorm, it's like a great way to get rid of it. We are also playing one of Caracas. I had been enjoying a lot the 28 land versions. Let's see if 27 might be a little bit too little, but we'll see. Hey, how's it, man? How's it going? Welcome. Yeah, we're actually gonna have we probably might have some pretty long wait times in the beginning because the leagues literally just open. Like there we go. I anti-jinx me. But yeah, the downtime in Magical, we had a downtime. That's why the stream started like an hour and a half later today. It was solely because of the downtime, but we're playing a Yorion Mirror. Sweet. Well, this hand seems pretty good in the Yorion Mirror. Keep. Our list is probably not great in the Yorion Mirror, though. Just like a bunch of lands. Oh wow, look at that. My opponent with their foil cards. They look so ugly in Magic Online, it's hilarious. They look so freaking ugly. Terminus over Ice Fangs back in for more value. Yeah, exactly. That's the underlying strategy. Well, that's pretty great draw. I can turn this gas into this hand into more gas if we want to. Opponent trying to flex, failing miserably. Yeah, I mean they don't look pretty. Ugh. And you can make them look even uglier if you activate the animation. And then this ugly foiling actually like starts moving around and it's awful to see. Who decks first? Mindbake Trap is the Mirror Breaker. I don't think we're gonna be decking with 80 cards. I only had 69 for a second there. That was good value. Play my fetch land, say go. Timing out is way more of a consideration than decking, for sure. Opponent drew their Caracas. Well, Sylvan Library is kind of a big deal. Do we have any ways of answering Sylvan Library? Nope, we don't have ways of answering Sylvan Library main deck. So I guess that we're just gonna brainstorm here. Because we might find Spell Pierce. How about we find some terrible like lands instead? I don't think I want to brainstorm again. That's just too much. I'm pretty sure that if our opponent is splashing black, they're gonna have a pretty heavy advantage over us. Because like our Terminus don't do anything. So we probably have to chill here and we have to hold this counterspell for a potential Teferi or something. This Sylvan Library is probably gonna bury us. But if our opponent like just slams a Teferi and they resolve it, we just lose on the spot. So I don't think we can spend that turn to play our Uro. Maybe we should have brainstormed trying to find their own library. I think that's a little bit greedy. And also our opponent did not draw 3. That's 100% a mistake. I don't care what the rest of their hand looks like. They should have 100%. Well, they didn't bounce, which is interesting. Okay. They also stacked their triggers wrong. They're missing land drops and they didn't draw 4. And they had my opponent that was not a good play from them. They should have 100% drawn 3. Oh, come on. Damn it. So I want to shuffle this and shuffle this. It's looking pretty bad. Oof, brutal. Are they considering countering this? All right, we got gut there. Maybe they just want to fail their bin so they can get back the Udo. Maybe you should have held on to the stupid Terminus. I mean, they do have Caracas, so just pay 8, opponent. I can't punish you. Ugh, this is tilting. Snapcaster is the master of beats. Yeah. No, this is the first league. This is the first match of the league. So far, so good. It hasn't been too mono-Yoriantic for now, which is great. I mean, I guess that we played only a single match and it was against a Yorion deck, so it is like mono-Yoriantic. Like 100% Yorion decks, but we just started. But last week we played against, like, I was the only one playing Yorion. Like, I didn't face any Yorion decks at all. Which honestly I found a little bit surprising. So if they go for Udo, I think I'm gonna Snapcaster Brainstorm if they go for Udo here. Because if I find a plow, I'm just gonna let this resolve. I guess I think it just bounce it. Force. It's not exciting. Island. We also couldn't find our Caracas. Kind of sucks a little bit. Counterspell. You have to be kidding me. Really? They have 2 main deck Parablasts? Holy crap. Wow. That's ridiculous. Their opponent is very ready for the mirror, I guess. They also drew their one of Caracas, which is obviously horrible for us. These just don't do it. Well, that's pretty good. Thank you for the follow there, Will Drassi. The Exile Udo. We're a little bit too flooded. Oh, all right. All right, so I guess we have to force. Jeez. Well, okay. Okay, so we're just dead here. It's just impossible to keep up with a turn 3 library. This Dredge and Hogak seem reasonable, still know what to play this weekend. I think that they could be fine. I've seen people doing really well with Hogak particularly. I don't remember Dredge. I think Romario did really well with Dredge in the challenge this past weekend. Am I Legacy main now? No, I'm not. We're in a lot of trouble here. One, two, three, 4, 5. All right, now pack it in. We got outplayed. And by outplayed, of course, I mean outdrawn. Veil coming in. Scavenging News is an interesting one. I'm just gonna cut all the terminuses. Termini. Fluster, Spell Pierce. Source to Plowshares. Wilt. I'm kind of into it. Do we want Scavenging News? I don't think we want Meddling Mage. But do we want Surgical for Udo or Scavenging News? I think I like the Scavenging News, don't like the Surgical. Gonna go with this. I could see Splashing Red being better than Splashing Black, honestly. There seem to be a lot of blue decks. I guess we're gonna get a feel for the format pretty soon. Probably after 1D, we're gonna figure out we're gonna get a nice little feel for the format. Our opponent definitely seems to think so. Like it's definitely a pretty strong statement. The fact that we are main decking 2 Pyroblast, that seems like ridiculous. Snapcaster, Counterbalance. Hopefully Counterbalance should do some work for us on game 2. Keep. Not loving the source yet, but we can just brainstorm it away if we have to. That is nice, obviously. Mystic Sanctuary, yeah. At least you could be more considering they drew 2 in an 80 card deck. Yeah, for sure. Statistically speaking, oof, that's pretty good. We just saw how incredible Sim Library was in that previous game, so hopefully we get to, or at least we get a 2-for-1 if they force this. But I think it's 100% correct to force, Pitching Force. Alright, we did get a 2-for-1. If they do have their own library, then we might be in trouble. But if they don't, then we're in great shape. And I'm probably going to ponder for lands here. That's a good sign for us. We'd love to find something like a Veil, our own Pyroblast effects, Abundant Growth. Okay, this is potentially interesting next turn. So let's find the land here. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Kind of want all of these cards though. I guess I don't really want the Udo. When I could live without the Abundant Growth. We're definitely playing... Yeah, I think we're just gonna pass here. It's possible that we should have stacked them the opposite way so we can draw the Udo and then we can... What are we gonna see here? Maybe Yoko? Narset. Definitely want to brainstorm here, of course. Scavenginist, Fairy, these are nice. So we're gonna put... I think I'm just gonna Oko Ancestral Ape and just kill the Narset. Our opponent already forced, pitching force, so they're not that likely. Alternatively, we could... We can counterbalance plus Ice Fang. Putting a 3 on top. The problem is I kind of want to draw both of these. Yeah, I think I'm just going to go here. So what are we shuffling away? Shuffling away the Source of Plowshares. See what they reveal here. Sylvan Library. Moto back, yeah. Moto is back. All right, do you have another force opponent? Oh my god, okay. Opponent confirmed Laxac. Good to know. Good to know about that. So there's the Source of Plowshares on top of our deck. Depending on what they do here, we might want to shuffle that away. What's better than sitting down with food and to find that friend streaming? I don't know, Black Thunder. I mean, that's pretty high up there, right? Pretty high up there. So we can definitely Ice Fang on our opponent's next end step. What is this? Library. Okay. Huh, interesting that they are exposing the Force of Will. Okay. So we're definitely upkeep shuffling. Gonna get a Volk. That's pretty great. So let's counterbalance here. This is probably good enough to rev. It's gonna delay me answering the Narset, but like over a longer game, I think that counterbalance is gonna be a ton of value. Okay, double force. Wow, and they pitch an Oko. Okay. Okay. So they are down to 0 cards. They forced 4 times this game. They forced 4 times. They just need to draw everything. Yeah. They draw 3, which makes a lot of sense there. Astrolabe. Why would they play their land first? Weird. Alright, so I think I'm going to Teferi. No, I'm not going to Teferi. Well, I guess now I can. So I'm just going to Teferi, and I'm just going to plus. I'm not gonna. I could bounce the Civil Library as well, but I think that we can start accruing card advantage next turn. They could find a Reb, which would suck a lot. Yeah, for sure. We're definitely, like, our opponent's been drawing a lot more cards than we have. Alright, so now they're dead to Yorion. I guess they might have an Uro here. Yeah, exactly, Freedmania. That's what I wanted to do. So I'm going to... I'm actually going to draw from this Icewind Quaddle, which is nice. This clocks the Narset. I can kill the Narset then. And then we can... Yikes. Now they're going to reset the Narset. Well, this is disgusting. Well, we can actually Reb. We can get our Reb back. So this is actually not the end of the world. We do have access to Mystic Sanctuary. So we do have 3 islands, so we're going to get the Reb back on top. We can Reb the Narset. Mystic Sanctuary, Red Elemental Blast, yes, Snack, Abundant Growth here. Drop. We can bounce the Yorion. Well, that's pretty hot. Green, blue. So now we have lethal. If they spend their turn casting Yorion and just the fairies kind of taking over here. They do have a bunch of cards in hand. But we still have not played our Yorion, and our Yorion is going to draw 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5. We attack once with Ice Fang, and now we have lethal. Yeah, our opponent took a lot of damage from the library. Chat, make an offer and play mana less stretch this weekend in the Lotus Box tournament. Wow, that is yeah, I don't think the Mentalist Dredge is ever good, basically. No cards in hand. It's not good, but would it be funny? Yeah, I give you that for sure. So they can play Yorion again. Then we play our own Yorion and we draw 4. Seems pretty solid. Source to Pleasure Scavenging News, okay. Now what? Alright, that's big. Force is a good one. So we're gonna plus send OP down 1. Play our Bird Serpent. Blink, 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 blink. Do I want to blink the Fairy for 1 extra loyalty? I think so, right? Why are we blinking Teferi? Because Teferi comes with 4 loyalty and right now it had 3. So we are getting 1 extra loyalty by blinking the Teferi. But I was considering if there was anything that my opponent could do in that interim right there. And I don't think there is, but yeah. Yeah, our opponent just 2-for-1 themselves a lot. And then run out of cards, even though they had a Sylvan Library active from turn 3 or 4. They even had Narset that drew 2. But they just 2-for-1 themselves 4 times. Not impossible to come back from that, but the opponent wasn't able to. YOLO, I guess. Double Pyro is pretty nice. I want sideboard stifles for Yorion Mirror. Why don't you just counter the Yorion on the stack so you don't have to deal with the 4-5 afterwards, Freedmania? Doesn't that sound better to you? Can I interest you in just countering your opponent's Yorion on the stack? Does that sound like something that you would be interested in? Trick by Friendo, yeah. I mean, you have to deal with the 4-5 in place of dealing with like your opponent. I guess you're dealing with your opponent's like Astrolapes and stuff, so it's not that relevant. All right, so we're definitely gonna be. Are we slamming this library on 2? Huh. Well, I guess we kind of have to hit a land drop, right? So I guess we are slamming this library on 2. Like, whatever they play, we can just answer with a Pyroblast next turn. If we hit a land drop, I'm gonna wait. Force. Okay, so we're definitely slamming this library on 2 now, because we can actually force it through. And I think I might pitch the Yoko if they force back. Instead of the Brainstorm, because we kind of need to draw. Sweet. Now we are the ones with the library on turn 2. Hell yeah. We have to actually set up an upkeep stop, because if our opponent plays Narset, we're going to want to Pyroblast in an upkeep. Direct 500, thank you for the follow. They're gonna Narset us here. They are. Oh, Oko. That's not as good as Narset. They do get a 3/3, which means we're not gonna get to draw as much. Another Reb. So many Rebs. Alright, so we're gonna put this one. Ugh, this is really ugly. Gonna pay for this one. Vomit. Still have to deal with this stupid 3/3 over here. And there's the cost of Mystic Sanctuary, of course, right? This is what I was talking about earlier, that I'm not 100% sold on this card. A perfect Rainbow Land mana base, yeah. Also equipping the Caracas with the Abundant Growth. Not the hottest thing I've ever seen. This 3/3 is kind of annoying, honestly. Would love to find like an Udo or something like that. Second Oko would be brutal. That is okay. Let's see what they reveal here. Reb. Okay, don't care too much about that one. Udo or Oko would be awesome. Punished. Oh, this is rough, chat. I think I'm gonna do it. But then we can't shuffle? Ugh. Well, I guess we need to put this on top. Have to brainstorm here. Alright, Oko is nice. Put this on top and this on top. Play this. Lab. Draw. Still holding up Pyroblast, which is nice. Next turn we can Oko. And we can make... I guess we're gonna make our dude a 3/3. Mystic seems very blue-white or 3 color. Yeah, I just copied and pasted this list. It's definitely like a very just like rough draft kind of thing. So not sold on the numbers or anything like that. Oh, they have, god damn it, they have Reb. Ugh, I should have left the Brainstorm on top so we can dig one deeper. Can't even do this. All right. Put on top. Put on top. Brainstorm. Put on top. Put on top. Land. Ponder. Just gotta shuffle. Pog. Plow this. Phew. There's a Yorion deck I can afford, Mana Traders and Legacy. Yeah, that's that's the beautiful thing about Yorion decks, right? Like you play a bunch of basics, so you don't have to you don't have to buy duels. Okay. That's what I wish I could draw. You know what, this red, which sucks. Are those success in Moto? Well, no, definitely not. Duels are a lot cheaper in Moto. By a lot. So I guess I have to play through that rev. Put this on top, put this on top. There we go. So I definitely want to save these Pyroblast and Elemental Blast to deal with the Uro that my opponent's probably going to play next turn. Or the Yorion for that matter. So there's a Delta and a Source to Plowshares on top of my deck. It's only for Patreon so if you're a Twitch sub, you get access to it, and if you're a patron, you also get access to it. You need to join my Discord, and then you need to link your Twitch and you need to link your Twitch and Discord accounts. Unfortunately, I feel like I have to counter this. It just uses my mana, which is something I'm interested in doing. What happens here? So they don't draw with Veil, but they're gonna get their Uro, which I can bounce to their hand. I think we just Pyroblast here instead of bouncing with Caracas. And this hopefully allows us to resolve our Yorion. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, we get to draw 3. Yeah, like Veil resolves. However, if they do have another... okay, so we're gonna put this on top. I'm gonna put this on top. No rev, 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 no rev. That smells like a rev. Damn it! Alright, now we're screwed. There's a Snappy on top. But now we're super far behind. Our opponent has basically the same things that we have, except they also have access to a Yorion and an Uro. Smells like Team Red. Letting them draw. Yeah, that was the thing. I wanted to make sure that they couldn't draw with the Uro. The problem is, like, it's not just the Uro, right? It's the fact that they have the Uro with... Interesting. Well, I don't think we're really winning this game, right? They have their own Caracas. So there's not really much that we can do. We're gonna attempt to probably counter. We're gonna attempt to rev the Udo again. I don't think it's gonna work. Would Caracas be busted in Modern? I mean, yes, with companions. That's the easy answer. Especially with lures. Like, it would just make lures unbeatable. So there's a Ponder and a Swords of Plowshares on top. So I can counter these Udo and they just play it again. I mean, I don't know what else I'm doing, so. Okay. I think we're in trouble, chat. I think it's safe to say that we're in trouble here. Can put a Pyroblast on top. We don't have 3 islands. Oh, that's just priceless. That is just priceless. Whoops. So I guess the clock is our win condition now. I don't know if we're probably not gonna get there. We're definitely not gonna get there. Yep, definitely not gonna get there. Not with that attitude. Yeah, I guess. Well, definitely a big mistake with that Mystic Sanctuary there. We're getting rightfully punished by that. Letting them attack to make them deck. Yeah, exactly. Like, we're not winning, right? Like, the only way, it's like I want my opponent to, like, have triggers. That's, like, the only way that I can possibly win this game. So it's just the next level move, you know? We can also fetch. We can kill ourselves at any point if we just fetch, which is pretty good value. Just go in our own terms, you know? This quarter ain't resolving. Yeah, I know that. I think we can safely assume that. So we bounce the Snake Serpent. And we play our flashy 1/1. And whenever they put the counterspell on their stack, I'm gonna fetch. So, you know, they don't get the satisfaction. With the Source to Plowshares on the stack, I'm gonna fetch. Ha! We got ourselves. It wasn't my opponent that beat us. We got ourselves. You could have drawn a Source myself. No, yeah, I guess yes, but like that is not resolving, right? Yeah, I know my top card, but I could have gained 1 life from my opponent's Source. That allows me to fetch, reset the top, and then losing without letting your opponent win seems good, man. Yeah, that was the next level play right there. Yeah, definitely that match was mostly about that game 1, right? Because the game 2 was a lot more like back and forth and stuff, and so was the game 3. But like game 1, with our opponent having access to us drawing like a bunch of lands and like Terminus and stuff, and then our opponent just drawing double Reb in their 80 card decks, it's rough. Okay, I'm gonna keep this. Playing against Jegantha. I have no idea what the hell that even means. Fetch for Island. Play this. Ice Fang, okay. I don't know, I'm really not feeling the Mystic Sanctuaries in this deck. Like, I guess they make sense. Thoughtseize, Cabal Therapy. Interesting. Definitely Slivers. I don't even know what to think that this is. Wow. It is the correct thing to name, though. It is definitely the correct thing to name Brainstorm there. Oh, this could be Cephalid Breakfast. Yeah, that's probably that. Oh. Just Nic Fit? Okay. And I go ahead and play the card that they know about. They don't know about neither of these cards, so of course I'm just gonna fudge Force. Oh, where's the record thing? It should be there. I don't know why it isn't there. It should be there, 100%. That's a good question. It is just pre-set up. So if they do name Force of Will here, then wow, okay, so my opponent's ghosting. There's no reason to say Force of Will there. Like there's literally no reason at all to say Force of Will. It's probably even incorrect to name Force of Will there. So at this point I know that my opponent's ghosting. My opponent says no way. I don't know how surprised you want to be about that. It is pretty spooky. It is pretty spooky. Tell them to at least subscribe to the channel. Yep. We could play Yorion, draw a card, we can draw the force. I think I actually want to Mystic Sanctuary back the Brainstorm, honestly. Holding up Counterspell this turn, next turn we can Yorion. Ancestral Vision? Interesting. F. Molequino. Sofer. Ferni. ¿Cómo anda, Ferni? ¿Todo bien? Alright, so we're gonna Brainstorm here. Sure. This on top, put this on top. Gonna shuffle away. Gonna get gonna get a duel. We're gonna Abundant Growth on the... There's a drop. Abundant Growth on the Snow-Covered Island. Udo. Okay. Alright, so we can't force here. So our opponent can't resolve something impactful this turn. And then we can either Yorion draw 2 or we can get back Udo. I'm probably gonna get back Udo this turn. Green, green, blue, blue. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Abrupt Decay's fine. Okay. So we can Yorion here. We can put Counterspell on top. That sounds pretty good to me. So Mystic Sanctuary, Counterspell on top, Yorion, draw 2. Put this here. We can force something if we need to, or we can just chill. Like if they cast Jegantha, I don't care. We can raise that pretty easy. Yeah, that's just fine. Hex Drinker. Okay, that one actually could be a problem. So hopefully we find the Terminus. Okay, so let's actually first 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, we have more than enough mana. Narset. Pyroblast doesn't do anything. So we're just gonna shuffle. Counterbalance. Brainstorm. So we're probably going to be pitching the counterbalance to one of these forces. So we're going to put a force on top. Then I guess the Udo on top. And then play library. And we're going to start racing. So this head trigger is going to become pretty big. 1, 2. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So they can actually level it up all the way if they want to. It's pretty neat. Goif. At this point, I'm looking for Terminus, obviously. Interesting that they didn't give this Pro Arbor thing, because now if we draw an Oko, we're looking really good. So basically, just made it so we have more outs. All right, that's great. So put this on top. Pay 4 for this one. What if we pay 4 for... No, we can't pay 4 for both. So 4 goes on top. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, okay. So we can actually double Udo here. So we're gonna take 6 plus 5, it's 11. Well, I guess they can't really attack. Yeah. I think I'm gonna pay for it. So Udo, blue, blue, green, green. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No. So we don't know what's on top. But we can just like hardcast Force of Negation. I guess I'm just gonna counterbalance here. And then I guess we reveal to the Ancestral. Arc Ancestral Abe on top. So we just force, feature force. Oh, I forgot to attack with Yorion. Whoops. Our opponent should be at 11. That's pretty bad. We have another Uro, so yeah, I guess we'll reveal this. Huh, I have no idea how this works. So now we should be able to win very easily from here. Okay, so late first. Growth there. Should be pretty academic. Force of Will, Ponder. I'm just gonna shuffle this. There we go. Hey, sweet. All right, pass the turn. We're holding up counterspell here. Next turn, we just win very easily. Baleful Strix. We don't know our top card, so might as well reveal. There's a Source to Plowshares on top. Do we care? I guess I'm just gonna counter. put this on top, put this on top, play my land. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. Oko. Plus. Pass a turn, draw 5, GG's. Whee! Cards. That's the sound that cards make when you just draw them all together with Yorion. What are we gonna see here? Thoughtseize. Pog. So let's put this on top and these. Then we shuffle this away. Oh yeah. Combo assembled, chat. Combo assembled. Alright, opponent is playing to the clock at this point. And yeah, we do have a 2-turn clock. We don't need to play Udo or any of that nonsense. So they're just not playing white. They're just playing every other color. Blood Moon, no, they have a bunch of basics. I like Veil against Thoughtseize and the other guy. Do we want Scoos? Our Food Elk is way better than their 5-mana one. Yeah, exactly. We have the superior Food Elk. We have the Elk superiority, basically. So I think I actually do want Pyroblast effects. They showed me Baleful Strix and they also showed me Leo. I definitely want to have answers to Leo. Terminus looks pretty good. They have a bunch of stuff like that. I am expecting Oko as well, so I think I'm going to have 3 Pyroblast effects. And we can probably shave Spell Pierce because our opponent's going to have a bunch of like Abrupt Decay style cards. Oko Udo seem great. Shave some forces. I don't think we want BM. We might want Scoos. We did not see. I think I'm just gonna have 4 reps. We did not see any Udos, but I suspect they might have them. I think I like this opener. Plenty of people who don't manage their clock out there. Yeah, for sure. Green Sun's in it for 1. So if they Leo us on turn 2, we can just plow it. Oko is pretty good though. God damn it. Gross. right, clearly they're not playing. Clearly they're not playing like Wastelands and stuff. So I'm just gonna play this Udo here. Tropical Island. All right. Where's my reb, baby? Give me that reb. Leo is pretty good. I think we're gonna have to spend this turn to snap. I guess this changes my plans. We can draw, but now we're gonna be able to use the Ice Fang to Death Touch the Leo. Maybe it's just better to snap swords. It's just I don't know what I want to be swording, so maybe this is just too greedy. Like this Oko just put us ridiculously far behind. Alright, we can pack it in now. Can't win anymore. Maybe this line was just too greedy. But I didn't want my opponent to be drawing cards, basically. Jeez, turn 2 Oko is pretty good, folks. Remember when turn 2 Oko was something you could do in Modern? Remember when you could turn 2 Oko in Modern? How stupid was that? How freaking stupid. Alright, this set's pretty good. So I think I'm gonna brainstorm. No. Yeah, I think I'm gonna brainstorm on turn. Cabal Therapy. So we're going to... Thank you for the cheer there, L314B. So we're gonna put the Udo on top, and then we're gonna put the counterbalance on top of that. So we're going to counterbalance. Oh no, I should have put the one on top. Whoops. I was thinking of playing around turn 2. Wow, this is a huge mistake actually. Interesting. Interesting. All right, I think I'm just going to change plans here. We're going to library. I think I actually punted that game away. I should have put a 1 on top, and then I should have put counterbalance. I was thinking of trying to play around a potential Oko. And then I realized that they can't Oko me. So now they're probably going to take the Reb. Okay. So I guess that they just have a... Oh, that makes sense. I mean, if they suck Cabal Therapy... Huh, I thought I had shuffled that one away. Put this on top. So put this on top. Pay 4 for this one. So I suspect they have Abrupt Decay over there. You subbed you, Pokeson? Probably a hero. Maybe this is the time where I should have let f3 on top. But we can actually answer the Yoko with the Rev in our graveyard, so I'm not too worried about the Yoko this time around. Yeah, so here comes the 3. Clothes. Oh, that sucks. That's a heck of a card, huh? Alright, so there's 1. So Clothes is going to eat our Udo. Oh, this is bad. This is very, very bad. I think I played this game pretty poorly right here. I'm gonna play this, gonna shuffle it away. Get a green source. Brainstorm. Should we plow this guy? One, two, three, four, 5. So I'm trying to think if I want to leave a 3 on top. I think I want to leave a 3 on top. So we're gonna put Udo and Volk. And we're gonna draw the Volk. And now I'm gonna plow here. Oh, we actually don't care. Ancestral. Thorn of Amethyst. Alright, I think I'm just gonna plow this guy now. Okay. So we're 1 turn away from using Udo, like doing everything on the same turn. So I think I'm gonna put this on top. This on top, this on top. Play my land. Astrolabe. Surf the Plowshares is fine. X equals 1. Sure. So that's actually a 2. So we don't reveal. We have an Ur on top. It's Hex Drinker. Now we pass. There's the Udo. Rev is nice. So I guess that we want to draw the Rev, but we don't want to draw the other thing. So we're going to play this. Yorion. Link this and this. Then we're going to put this here. I'm gonna draw one. I'm gonna shuffle. Hey, so many Pyroblasts. So there's 2 left with the Ancestral, we're fine. Okay, so the Rev is gone, which sucks a little bit. They cannot cast 3-drops though. Leovold. This is a blind flip, let's see if we hit Flooded Strand. No hit. One, two, three, four, five, six. So we Rev Leo. 1, 2, then we Udo 2, 3, play a land. That seems a little bit greedy. I think I just want to pass the turn. I love this because this stupid bluff is. So this saves me a little bit of life. I think it's worth it. Because we're gonna be answering this. Wait, what? Opponent, you literally know that I have a ponder on top. I just showed you. Literally just showed you that there's a ponder on top. That's funny. That was not smart, yikes, says my opponent. Alright, level up the Hex Drinker, that's fine. End step, Leo down. Now we untap. So ponder on top. It's a bunch of ponders. 1, 2, 3. Do we want to draw a ponder? Kind of don't want to draw a ponder. Volk. One, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4, 5. Done. So they have to exile their own things to trigger their dude. Can I attack is what I'm trying to figure out here. Seems greedy. Like if I start attacking with Udo, I'm gonna get to Alright, flip 0 off the top. Wow, never. Never lucky. Never ever lucky. Yorion decks are pretty redundant. Yeah. They are pretty solid. I've been pretty happy with my Yorion decks. So they need to land into answer Udo, which they can do with an Abrupt Decay probably, which is the reason why I didn't attack with the Yorion, because I don't want to take 2 from this Hex Drinker with the active Clothis. So it's basically going to be Clothis versus Udo. Like, my opponent needs to find an answer, and if I untap, there's a Veil on top, so like they have to decay the Udo right now. Yeah. Oh, they have their own. Okay, so this is looking really good for us now, because they cannot cast anything. And we can just rev the Udo when they replay it. Yeah, this is looking great for us now. So now we can win this game pretty handily. Put this on top. Put this on top. So there comes 10 damage. So I guess that they could just like level up the Hex Drinker all the way, but that doesn't really do much. That's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, potentially 8, thanks to this. So they can level up the Hex Drinker all the way, but the Udo is winning the race against the Hex Drinker. So we take 6, then we gain 3. Well, we actually don't win the race now that I think about it. Because of the Clothis, so they can exile their own dude. So the snap changed the math here. Gain 3. Snapcaster. This is 10, 12. So the Clothis kills us. Pog. Can we draw a card on their turn? No, we can't. I mean, I guess we could just card cast this, right? So we can hardcast this for 7. That's a lot. We're still trying to raise this. Jeez, Clothis is ridiculous. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3. It's pretty crazy. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So if they play a creature, like we just kill it there. So Trucker is fine. I guess they're gonna get to draw a couple of cards. Library. Put on top, put on top. Ah! Shuffle. I just can't raise this guy, it's insane. We just cannot raise the Clothes. So crazy. Super crazy. And because it's never a creature, we can never answer it. Like, indestructible enchantments are apparently pretty good in this format. We could have drawn it to Fairy, I guess. The Fairy would have allowed us to bounce it and stuff. Braska, Golgari, Queen. It's a force on top. Alright. Nice. So these on top, these on top. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, that's our answer. Finally got there, folks. Why did I discard the Veiled Summer? Sure, discard the Counterbalance. Whoops. To 2. Goif. Wow, we got a 3. Got a blind flip finally. This game's so close. Sack a land with the Thorn of Amethyst in play. Interesting. Do they know about this Rev? That's why they haven't been casting the Uro for like a million years. Idris. You don't even know what this is, but we're rimming it. Just counter it. this, land, blue, blue, green, white, Oko, plus Tabraska, let's grab the food now so we don't forget. Whew! What a game! Sorry I'm not looking at chat, but we're gonna time out. All because of this stupid card. Ponder on top. Library on top of that. On the bottom of that, I mean. Best case scenario is they just minus the Vraska to attempt to kill the Oko or something. Scavenging Ooze. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oof. No, we can't. They haven't activated the Vraska yet, so we just can't. Ooze resolves, which is very bad for us. I don't have a 2 on top. I have a Ponder on top, and then under the Ponder there's a library. Oh, I should have. Oh, I see what you're saying. I should have played the Ice Fang and then drew. Yeah, that, I see what you're saying now. I totally missed that. Like I'm just trying to play quickly, and I messed that up. Big mistake. Okay, so yeah, I think we're just gonna time out. Oh, I should have given Natural Ape stolen this Scavenging Ooze. What am I even doing? I don't even know what I'm doing. I just freaked out. Oh, all the punts. All the punts. All the time. Yeah, I think given infinite time, we would have won this game pretty easily. Yeah, I'm just gonna pack it in. Like we're just gonna time out. Like we would have won this game pretty easily, but I just don't have enough time. And the cloth is really, it did do a lot of work there, mostly in like just triggering a lot. BN Trusty 14, thank you for the follow. Game's going to time is a Yorion feature. Yeah, I've been live for 1 hour and 45 minutes, and we have played 2 matches. And also, like game 2, I actually conceded pretty quickly. Like as soon as we were dead, I just conceded. But we took a lot to win game 1, which is crazy. Like I timed out. I guess game 1 we were actually ahead on clock. In the first match we were actually pretty ahead on clock. But like I have timed out. I don't think I have ever timed out with in a Yorion matchup before. Isn't 12 post just the best in this meta? The thing is that 12 post doesn't, like this deck just doesn't really scoop to 12 post because of this card. Blake Trusty. Oh, was that you? Yeah, it was a sweet match. Yeah, in the end, we did have the tools to win that game. It was just we didn't have the time to win that game. MTG on Twitch or difference is not good at planning. Sounds about right. Yeah, in the beginning, when you named Cabal, when you named Force with that Cabal therapy, we're like, do we have a ghost Torino here in chat? But then like I realized that you weren't. You just made a really good play. All right, keep. I'm not too sold on Narset. It seems pretty good in like the Yorion mirrors and stuff, but I think I'd rather have access to Leo. So I think I'm gonna cook up a different list for the second league today. Pyroblast does seem pretty good in this metagame though. I don't think it's correct to fetch here because we don't know if we want to get a duel or if we want to get a basic. We might get God if our opponent's playing Stifle. Okay, so this allows me one more turn before I make a decision about what to do. Or we can just slam the library. I don't think we want to slam the library. Now there's no deck. Alright, so playing quickly is going to be paramount here. Okay, so we're playing against Sneak and Show, or like, what's his name? Narset's pretty good in this deck. Omni-Tell, that's what I want to say. Land, please. Well, we can't do anything. We can't really tap out when they when they finally have access to 3 mana, right? Pierce. Land, please. Oh, come on, come on, come on, come on. Land. So I guess we're gonna library here, actually. Still have access to a force. And this can help me recoup the lost card advantage. But if they have just one piece of interaction, we're super screwed. Oh, wow. Okay. All right, so we're gonna put this on top. I guess we just draw. Play Narset minus another force. Love it, love it. So we have double force backup here. It's looking pretty good. You got your Ponder. So this basically says, look at the top 3 cards of your deck. You may shuffle your library. I mean, they did choose to not shuffle. They might have snakes, so I'm not 100% sure that we actually want to minus Narset again. The shame concede to the Narset. Yeah, makes sense. Pyroblast, Rebs, Veil of Summer, Meddling Mages. Terminus is out, Source of Plowshares out. I guess Wilt. It's not awful. Maybe we cut one Udo? Can see that. I'm not sure we want Surgical Extraction in this matchup. I'm always super torn about that. You did say that Narset seemed good. Yeah, we're playing against blue-green Omni-Tell though. I'm always super torn about Surgical in this kind of matchup, because if you get to counter one of their show and tells, then you kind of win from there, but... Oh, we want Blood Moon. Whoops. We actually do want Blood Moon because of... Yeah, that was bad. We do want Blood Moon because of... Boseiju. Surgical is pretty bad against them. Sometimes, and then sometimes it's reasonable. This deck plays a ton of basics and Copper the Flowers. It's not about that. That's not what I care about. What I care about is the fact that they play Boseiju. And my plan is to beat them by playing on the stack. Like I know that they play a ton of basics. It's just a matter of Boseiju. It's the same reason why I think I'm actually gonna fluster this. They mold. Okay. They choose to not shuffle. So I think I'm just going to play the counterbalance here, and then play the Narset next turn. We're kind of YOLO in here, right? Of course. So the blind flip. Nope, it's a 0 on top. Yeah, and they're playing this right now because they know that there's a 0 on top, there's a Mystic Sanctuary, so interesting that Impulse actually gets around Narset, that's kind of cool. Definitely just slamming the Narset here. We're looking for a Force. We don't find a Force. I am gonna take the Brainstorm, however. With the counterbalance, Brainstorm represents like some way that we can interact pretty profitably. If they do have... Okay, there's the Boseiju. This is exactly what I was talking about earlier. They're just cantripping here? Sweet. The blind flip is great. So we're gonna do this, and then we're gonna... I guess we can put a 1 on top if we want, so I'm just going to shuffle away some lands. We need to draw into some action here, some way to close out the game. I don't think we can tap out for Yorion just yet. Gonna abundant growth over here. It definitely is looking like... They could have their own Ice Fang. But I think I have to attack. Also, this Ice Fang is not death touchy, right? They do have their own Ice Fang. They just keep on tapping mana like it means anything. That's pretty good. So I think we keep this. We're going to put the fairy on top. Then... Yo, Cyrus! Thank you so much for the host. Welcome area from Cyrus' stream. We're playing some Legacy over here. Format has been pretty interesting. So I think I'm just going to put a 1 on top. Then I'm going to just put this over here. So we still have a... Oh no! Now I have a 3 on top. Whoops! I stacked my stacked my cards incorrectly. God damn it! I wanted to draw the Teferi. Yeah. Well, this actually works great. Sweet. Next level. Next level. So I guess now we have a 3, and at any point we can have a 1 thanks to Mystic Sanctuary. Should not play this growth. I think that I didn't really arrive at this conclusion by myself, but I think that it was like my line was actually the correct line. Wow. That's an early concession. I was not expecting that. In response to a trigger, you want to blast Omniscience. I didn't have a blast. I don't know what you're talking about, Mitchint, there. So it does seem like the bot thing doesn't work anymore. So we're gonna go with the previous system. Oof, brutal. This should be 2-1. We timed out in a match that we were actually going to win. But, you know, those are not the rules of Magic Online, so... I don't know what I'm doing. This hand is horrible. This hand is really, really bad. I should have gone to 5. I guess it could be good. Oh, look, we're playing against another blue deck. Another snow deck. So I guess this hand is actually good. Sweet. Oddly enough, we only played one single Yorion mirror. We played against blue decks every single round, but we only played against a single Yorion mirror. It's actually a pretty exciting draw there. Because now we're going to be able to fix our hand a little bit. We can get rid of this stupid Mystic Sanctuary. Volcanic Island. But for now, we're just going to continue hitting our land drops. Just taking it easy. Oof, gross. We can actually ponder right now. This seems like as good of a time as any to cash in this Veil. And if we do get like a counterspell or something, this is probably just a good exchange for us again. Like the real price is actually this Brainstorm because it allows me to get rid of these stupid cards. Do you prefer the red splash or the black one? Usually I prefer the black splash, but the red splash looks like it's actually in a pretty good spot right now. So I could understand the black splash actually being the correct thing to be doing. The red splash, sorry, being the correct thing to be doing. Just like it's really good. Like the blasts are very good right now. In Veil back on top, end step we're just gonna play an Ice Fang. They could be Sneak and Show, actually. They could be Sneak and Show. Probably gonna Brainstorm end step now. We're missing a little bit too many land drops now. But I want to make sure that I'm holding up Counterspell plus Veil because we might actually be facing a combo matchup. Blue and red. Is this just Delver? I guess that we can just Veil this. It's pretty hot. Wow. Wow. That's pretty sick. They might be playing something like something silly like Splinter Twin, honestly. Veil of Summer also counters Peak, folks. Also counters Peak. We want Veil, we want Pyroblast and Revs, we want these two. My opponent has had enough. My opponent has had enough. They didn't appreciate the Veil countering their Peak. Legacy staple Peak. Well, we played 2 matches in 1 hour and 45 minutes, and then we played 2 more matches in 20 minutes. So that's cool. Buy your foils now, everyone. It definitely was interesting. Is Terminus really the way to go right now? I think the next league that I'm going to play is going to be a little bit different. Let's brainstorm about that right after we finish this match. Dead of Winter over Terminus. Like, I understand why we're playing Terminus, right? Like, because of all the the graveyard decks, like Hogak and what's his name, Dredge. Like those kind of decks kind of saw a little bit of an uptick. Elves even, like Terminus is so much better against elves than Dead of Winter is, just because you can like time it and you can figure out a way to make it work at instant speed. But oops. Is Back to Basics better than Blood Moon? How do we feel about that? Is Back to Basics better than Blood Moon? Alright, let's keep this. I prefer B2B. Yeah, I'm a big fan of Back to Basics. Also, like the fact that even in the matchups where it's dead, you can play one in your main deck because you can just pitch it to Blood Moon, worst case scenario. Monastery Swift Spear. Wow. Just good old burn. Good old burn. We can't make a stupid green source here. Of course, I'm taking the 1 because if my opponent actually goes ahead and they slam an Eidolon, we're in super big trouble. But if they do nothing, Force of Negation is a solid pick up there. Definitely gonna have to Teferi. Ugh. I guess we drop here, right? Oh, that's so bad. I'm just gonna fetch a basic. This is brutal if we don't find the green source, but like we just cannot take that much damage to price a progress. Okay, so now we're gonna see Swifty attacking Teferi. That's they can play stuff at instant speed. Oh, they go face. That's good for us. Nice little time walk action over here. Nice little time walk action. Ugh. Vomit. Alright, where are my cantrips? Where are my cantrips and my green sources, my basic forests? How hard has it been to get double white? I mean, it hasn't been like easy. It has not been impossible either. We could do Supreme Verdict. Alright, opponent doesn't want to play anymore. Alright, so Pyroblast out, Veil out. Scavenginous in. I guess Wilt. Do we want Melee Mage in this matchup? It's probably better than Terminus, I guess. Wilt there, obviously, because it answers Eidolon and the OG Eidolon. What's the name of the OG Eidolon? I totally forgot what the name of that card is. Narcissist seems pretty bad. It's probably better than Terminus, though. Is it better than Terminus? Maybe on Detroit's better. So Fury Vortex, that's it. Yeah. There you go. Thank you, Talon Hunter. Oh, a Flusterstorm. Whoops. Oh, Pyrostatic Pillar. That's the one. Yeah, that's the one. Pyrostatic Pillar. Yeah. Sulfuric Vortex is actually a different one. I guess we keep this. Yeah, that's the OG Eidolon. Yeah. Sulfuric Vortex is actually one that deals you 2 damage every turn, and it prevents people from being able to gain life. Say what? So that explains why my opponent scooped so quickly there. Everything makes sense now. Do I force this Delver? Yeah, I guess I do. We don't have an answer to it. Nice. Ponder. Yeah, them spinning their wheels is obviously great for us. So I think we're going to go ahead and just cantrip here. We could have slammed the library. Maybe I should have actually shuffled the library away. Yeah, this is fine. So we can Udo next turn. We can put Terminus on top, and we do have a white source available to us. Another Delver. So I think we're going to be doing that. Some end step, Brainstorm. Nice, nice. These are all very, very good. So we're going to put land and Terminus. Go to our turn. Reveal Terminus. And there's a duel on top. So I guess I do want to hit my land drop, so I'm just going to do this. Even though I don't love drawing a dual land against Delver. I think it's better than missing a land drop. Next turn we can library. No threat. All right, yeah, this is looking pretty good for us. So we'll play Tundra. We're probably not gonna draw too much of this library, but hopefully the card selection is gonna be pretty powerful, especially when we're just chilling at 18. We can probably draw one card off the library, considering that we have access to Udo. But with our opponent not even presenting a clock, I think I like our spot a lot. Not for wins for everyone to give up Plow. Yeah, I think that I'd rather just make sure that the best way to maximize library is precisely making sure that we don't, like, our life total doesn't get too low. And as long as my opponent doesn't have a threat on board, like, the likelihood of me dying is just super, super small. Wow, this is bad. Okay. Play my land, shuffle, get an island. Does OP know they can't play lures anymore? Yeah, it's interesting. They seem kind of F6'd. Should they just slam this Oko? If we get dazed, it's just so bad. I think I'm just gonna pass. Sprite Dragon. We just Terminus that thing. Is it better to Terminus or to Swords? It's probably better to Terminus. Unless our opponent has like Semi-Spirit Guide into Vendilion click, it's probably better. Oh yeah, this is funny how that works. So that's on the stack already. So I guess we're gonna put this on top and then we're gonna pay for this one. And now, finally, the Terminus trigger resolves. And we can cast this for its miracle cost. Yeah, we have like so much time. Now the question is, do we... I think I'm gonna... I think we Udo here. We're gonna draw a Ponder. So maybe we want to Oko into see what happens. Yeah, I think I want to do that. So we're gonna Oko into see what happens. They're probably gonna Pyroblast. Yeah. So now we can lave into Ponder. So this uses our mana better. It also feeds the Udo. Interesting. Shuffle those away. We have a force now. 1, 2, 3, 4. We still have Yorion. Spooky? What do you mean, Corner Macabre? So we find a land we can actually Udo with force backup, which is pretty nice. Sprite Dragon. So they would need like days, Pyroblast into days. So we are definitely looking for a land here. It's probably like the best draw that we can have. Lol. Sure, let's do that one too. Got him. Okay, so we're gonna put this on top and this on top. We're not gonna take any unnecessary damage, and I guess we can Udo this turn, and we can also Udo next turn. So if our opponent does have actually access to if they actually do have access to a Pyroblast, like I'd rather they use the mana here. They use the card here, sorry. And then this is fine. And next turn, we actually get to play our Udo with a Force backup, which is nice. Alright, you got a pre-order. So it's like a bathtub draining. It might be... Is it this? Pyrostatic Pillar. Because if it is that, then it is my what's his name? Sorry, I'm really bad at multitasking. What am I trying to say here? It's a fan. It's a fan. That's the word I'm looking for. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, there's the AC going. It's pretty hot today, so there's the AC going, and there's also a fan. So if this resolves, I think I'm gonna shuffle. Gonna shuffle away. Gonna draw. Medley Mage. Well, that's a card we're not too interested in right now. What's gonna kill faster, Pyrostatic Pillar or an Udo? The real questions. That felt almost too easy. All right, that was pretty cool. Ended up going 3 and 2. I don't know what's going on with the record thing, but we ended up going 3 and 2. This is the list that we just played. It felt overall nice. Like the matchups that we lost 1 to time, where if we had access to infinite time, we would have been able to win that matchup pretty easily, actually. We lost the other one to my opponent having we played the Yorion mirror, and our opponent had access to at least 2 Pyroblasts in the main deck, and I think maybe a Veil of Summer. So they basically played game 1 in easy mode, and then we just traded 1 and 2 matches. I did play a little bit carelessly on the second match. I guess the third match for sure. Was it the second? Maybe it was the second. The one against the Nic Fit deck. I did play a little bit carelessly because we were super low on time, so I made a lot of mistakes there, which didn't really help in making us win any faster. But the deck feels super strong. The deck feels super strong. That deck got nerfed big time. You mean like the Delver deck? Yeah, exactly. That's the point. That's what I'm trying to say. Like this deck is. I feel like this deck is just like good against Delver, period. But yeah, the deck felt really good. I'm definitely gonna make some changes. I didn't really love the counterbalances. Like I understand why they're there, right? Like it's kind of like a mirror breaker, but I feel like just Pyroblasts are probably even more of a mirror breaker. So how were the Medley Mages overall? So we didn't really play against the matchups where Medley Mage is good against. Like we want Medley Mages against the Garuda deck. We want Medley Mages against like stuff like Hogak. That is why the Medley Mages are there. So we didn't really play against the matchups where we want the Medley Mages for. So it's really hard to tell. Was not keeping Ura on top to counter the Udo and accidentally letting the Colossus get through this misplay, or just bad luck? Counter the Yoko. Yeah, it might have been. I think that was actually a misplay on my part. Like we could have actually countered the Colossus if I had flipped the things. I actually made a mistake on that. That's what I'm saying. That I played that match pretty poorly because I think I set everything up, but then I think I might have played like an Abundant Growth or something, and that messed me up. But yeah, Colossus felt really powerful there. I wonder if that's actually a card that we are interested in playing. Because we could definitely play one Clothis in the sideboard. It did feel super strong in like a grinding matchup. Just like exiling, just draining to a turn and just taking it from there. Felt super, super powerful. So yeah, this is what I'm going to be trying next. Basically just like no white and just playing 4 colors. Because like I wasn't playing Teferi anyway. It's really good in the mirror match, obviously, but I wasn't playing Teferi anyway, and this allows us to play more Baleful Strixen, which are pretty good in the mirror, and they're pretty good in other matchups as well. Pretty good against Delver. Just overall a great card. So I'm going to move things around, try to figure out like a list with this deck to kind of like figure out how to configure everything, and then we will be playing a league with this list once we tune it a little bit. But yeah, thank you very much for watching. I will see you in the next video. Bye bye.